shame. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought.
The weather this time of year in the south, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. His first carry of the game. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Lions nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Antonio.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Isabella.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to John Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
This is it. This is it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, Breeze again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You. 49, guys. Mike, 49. And here we go.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again, McDonald. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
2nd and 8 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Mack. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Marlon Mack, the ball.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play action. It's McDonald. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. throw is Breeze. That ball complete to Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Breeze now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Breeze going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Mack off the draw play. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Throwing is McDonald. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's second.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Breeze now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Third down.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 70. Hey, check smash.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Check 50. Check 50. He's crossing.
Here's Mack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze now. He's going to try and go deep again. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
All day, dog.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, he'll air this one out for Mims. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to the air on second down. McDonald letting one. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He'll rifle it. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Lions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And 5.
McDonald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
On for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
5-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Breeze. Completion here to Claypool. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Complete to Chase Claypool. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Breeze now to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
To Andy Isabella. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Good kill.
On 1st down, Breeze. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mack. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Matt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Detroit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. McDonald sets to throw. He'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. Taking full advantage of it.
Ready. We're waiting. Keep tight. Over. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, McDonald looking for Cooper. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. McDonald. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Marlin.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Marlon Mack.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Gibson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
2 yards on.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Breeze now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. John Ross with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
That ties the game at 27. Justin Tucker.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A run by Mack to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might... Now Mack. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Hey, hiking, 18. Watch out, under 10.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
2 yards on the.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Mack. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's Isabella open on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Breeze. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete on the
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Again, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Albert O. in the final minute. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 34. Falcons 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2.
You got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.